Hey guys, I said I was going to watch this. I already liked the video when I clicked it. I also tested like audio for like a split second when going through this ad here. So I did say I would watch this and do a reaction debunk video on it, and I do indeed plan to keep that promise, as I am right now actually. I also plan to react on the Frieza versus Megatron, fucking hell. Uh, After this, keep in mind, I know who wins because someone kind of spoiled me, but I do not know the actual information. I don't know who wins the Frieza versus Megatron though. Anyways, let's get started. This is also pretty much giving me more time and more content to put out while I'm editing the fucking Natsu versus Meliodas video. So let's get to it.
Is sponsored by BetterHelp and HelloFresh.
Oh, I am. Oh, god damn it. I'm not sponsored by these people.
Satoru Gojo, Jujutsu Kaisen Sorcerer Sensei.
Makima, Chainsaw Man's head of Tokyo Public Safety.
These two paranormal mentors are so strong.
I wouldn't
that
really
they
say
change
Makima's
the
a mentor,
very
to be
worlds
fair.
they exist in.
Or like
He's
a
whiz and I'm
psychopath
boomstick.
obsessed with breaking
And it's
the
our
main
job
character.
to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Japan, December 7th, 1989. Satoru Gojo was born, and the world
Oh
changed.
damn, that's
And
pretty.
in the world of
How the fuck
Jujutsu
did they do this?
Kaisen, invisible, cursed
Oh, that's
spirits
already a
born
level
from
above my heading,
negativity
goddamn.
threaten humanity.
So it's up to the Jujutsu sorcerers to
step
do
battle.
battle with them.
And what better way
Step
to
battle.
learn
They're
the trade
really
than
good
to
at this
sign
shit.
up for Tokyo Jujutsu High?
At this institution, a sorcerer will learn to harness their cursed energy, or the spiritual manifestation of intense emotion.
It's like Ki, but if Ki desperately needed therapy.
With it, sorcerers
Very
can
true.
boost their physicality and perform devastating curse techniques. Anything from voodoo dolls to swapping places with mere claps.
And lucky for humanity, Satoru Gojo's the best sensei a sorcerer could ask for.
Gojo
True.
isn't just the best, he's known as the
Oh, wait, hold up. Also, it's either Gojo or Naname, in my opinion. I would probably prefer either or, if not both, because they're both really good teachers. He is 29. He is 6'3". God damn, he's beating my ass. I ain't no way. I'm like 5'9". He's killing me. Like, based off of that, like, he's kicking my ass. Just based off of that alone. Strongest modern sorcerer. Makes sense. Teacher, yada yada. Likes Ghetto, his students, and Digimon. Dislikes. Oh wow, wow, y'all dirty for that. Kenjaku, alcohol higher ups, and Among Us. You're dirty. Also, I kind of wish he kind of just straight up mugged Kenjaku. I'm not gonna lie, but it's whatever. Sukuna, I mean, Daddy Sukuna apparently had to hop in to save his ass, but yeah.
strongest. His very birth forced the strength of curses to exponentially rise. Like witnessing a world record get broken, cursed society shifted to match the might of Gojo's presence.
As a
Kind
kid,
of a
Gojo knew he was
big
the
issue
shit.
there.
He mastered the art of the Riz, the hoops, and the curse murdering, all alongside Suguru Geto, his sorcerer BFF.
Together, they planned on changing Jujutsu society for the better.
And if anyone could do it, Gojo could. Thanks to his bloodline, he got one of the most busted anime powers ever, Limitless.
I would say stuff like Yuha's Almighty, for example. Anos's abilities, Rimaru's stuff. So all that stuff is much more broken than. Honestly, I could name some hacks that Zera from Fairy Tail has that is far more busted than what Gojo has. So I wouldn't say it's like the most broken anime, but it's definitely like broken for like what kind of tier of anime he's in, if that makes sense.
Limitless grants Gojo a nigh-perfect defense by actualizing the very concept of infinity.
It creates an infinite space around himself, stopping anything coming his way. The dude is literally untouchable.
Kind of. Gojo tailored Limitless to automatically detect an object's mass and velocity. As the difference between himself and an object decreases, Limitless halves the object's velocity. It's like Zeno's paradox.
Think of it this way. If you're trying to
Alright,
get from
scratch my
point
ear.
A to point B, first you gotta go halfway, then you gotta go another halfway, then another and another, and so on. With Limitless, you'll never arrive, just like my alimony payments.
Hence, infinity.
Yeah, we
it
can't
might
divide
sound
zero,
complicated,
buddy.
But it basically creates a spatial force field around Gojo at all times.
Techniques on this level would burn out other sorcerers in seconds. That's where Gojo's incredible 6 eyes come in. They let him see and near perfectly control cursed energy at the atomic level. So he'll basically never run out of juice in a fight. He isn't just built different, he was born different.
6 Eyes and Limitless give
And he
Gojo
also
the
needs to use reverse curse technique. He uses it to basically make it like he keeps it running at all times. Normally that would like make him go fucking brain dead, but what he does is he uses reverse curse technique to constantly refresh his brain. It's good to mention though, if you go for the head, then yeah. Well, then again, that doesn't make sense because Gojo later on destroys his fucking brain, and it's weird. It's weird. Okay, so Limitless brings forth the concept of infinity, levitation, and teleportation, enhanced cursed energy, sensing, and analysis. Very true. I'm gonna say this right now. If they're using equalized energy, I don't know if they are. I would personally, but he would most definitely be able to notice Makima's contract with the 6 Eyes. Doesn't really make sense if he doesn't. But I love how they mention that. Reduces cursed energy usage infinitesimally. Lots blue, red, hollow, purple. Maximum and limited outputs. Barrier technique, curtain, new show, simple domain. Following blossom emotion.
power to manipulate space itself. Gojo's lapse blue technique attracts and condenses space into singularities. With reversal red,
Yep, revealing one's hand. Basically, when he was like, a lot of people try to say he was just being cocky. Well, he was being cocky, but there's also the binding vow that is revealing one's hand. I do think that Gojo was definitely just doing it to be cocky. Let's be honest, he didn't actually fucking need it. Domain expansion, limit void, manifest innate. Oh my god. Hey guys, sorry, that was a little family thing right there. My mother knocked on my door and needed to talk to me. Let me check something. Huh. Okay, sorry. A good friend of mine was telling me how my editing was good.
Gojo does the opposite, repelling space. Think push and pull. But you may be asking,
What else was there? Sure hit? Yeah, there's like the sure hit. There's the stat above. He gets stronger within his own domain. And it basically just like overloads him with infinite information and keeps that going on forever. Or at least until this stops. But there is one issue. If you like come in contact with Gojo, then yeah, it's going to save your. You're going to be able to save your ass. But not only is there no way Makima would know that, but there is most likely no way she can come in contact with Gojo, because I think he is actually way, way, way faster than her. There is a similar technique within Chainsaw Man, and that's what the. What was that bitch? I can't remember the bitch's name, but it was the Knowledge Devil, I think it was. The lady that kept saying Halloween over and over. But I think Gojo's ability is more advanced than hers, honestly. Even then, you could argue it's at least comparable, but I think his is more advanced. I don't even remember if it was infinite information. I think it was just all the information within the universe.
how does one accomplish this with cursed energy? With math!
Too much fucking math, if you ask me.
Exactly! Cursed energy is typically negative, like with blue, but when multiplied by itself, negative cursed energy becomes positive.
Yep,
creating
that's how it works.
Oh, strawberry and blueberry.
So,
You can't
what
just do it, though.
happens when you combine a positive and a negative?
Great.
Antimatter.
Zero! And by
Pretty much
combining
fucking
reversal
antimatter.
red and lapse blue, Gojo creates hollow purple, an enormous ball of curse energy that literally applies the concept of zero to an opponent. An enormous ball of curse
what
energy
did
that
you
literally
say? Reversal, yeah. Pretty sure that the imaginary mass translation was mistranslation. and that would then, like, even later on, Viz Media actually corrected this. So yeah.
Applies the concept of zero to an opponent, crushing and repelling them into nothing.
Gojo's a walking cursed Swiss Army knife. Levitation, teleportation, even expanding limitless to fry his enemies. Gojo can also use positive energy to heal humongous.
Sukuna states that Gojo's curse technique restores his right prefrontal cortex. On top of restoring his mental paralysis, reverse curse technique can heal damaged parts of the brain, but Kashimo does state that he cannot fully restore a destroyed brain. It makes sense. And not to mention, he does this like 5 fucking times, which is ludicrous, all to restore his innate curse technique so that he could keep fighting. Like, that shit was crazy. Gojo is like quite literally willing to put himself in fucking danger if it means winning a fight, and I think that's wild. I also love how they do his eyes in these. That's so beautiful, bro.
His wounds, and he's constantly refreshing.
And they also have the manga animation moving here, or they have manga animation.
His brain with it 24/7 to keep up with all of this.
Still, there's one technique that costs more cursed energy than anything else in a sorcerer's repertoire.
Every sorcerer is born with an innate domain, a mental world shaped by their mind and heart.
Add cursed energy to it, and these domains can be manifested physically.
It's basically, you pretty much use curse technique to like form something, and then you just have your curse energy. Like, pretty much you have your curse energy flow, and then you use your curse technique to like bring it into, like, to manifest it. Example, there are characters that can like feel and create entire fucking islands, and some of these characters are actually considered fodder in Jujutsu Kaisen, interestingly enough.
Physically, a technique called domain expansion.
Every sorcerer worth their salt needs one, and you know damn well Gojo has the scariest unlimited void. You get caught in this, your ass is
I still think his
exposure to unlimited void overloads your consciousness with a stream of infinite information. A mere 1/5 of a second of exposure can leave a normal person in a vegetated state for months.
Too bad it requires so much energy you can only do it like once a day. Oh wait, except
I was about to say Gojo doesn't. Gojo can use it more than once, especially thanks to his fucking fucking 6 eyes. Yep, the octopus. Yep, he's talking about I think it was Dagon. That was his name. Also, I love how they're mentioning the electromagnetic waves from there. So seeing how they mention it there, I better see it, because that's kind of a blatant fucking feat and they just admitted it. So interesting. Like, it's not suggesting anything, it's like straight up there.
For Gojo, who has done it multiple times in a row. Thanks again, 6 Eyes!
Quite frankly, Gojo was getting so strong that the axis of the Jujutsu world began to turn on him. Like the meta of a fighting game defined by one broken character, he defined the hierarchy of power in the sorcerer world. He alone was the honored one.
His mere presence can
Kenjaku did like put him down in that fucking trench real deep. He did not want that. Let's see. Well, it's healed from certain death impalement. True. Fought against Sukuna. Defeated fodder. Best boy. Dad ran away. Bro, literally, unallied himself so he doesn't have to pay child support. On God, bro. Maharaga. Sukuna's father.
Earthquakes. He outran sonic explosions and applied cursed energy within a microsecond.
Gojo has been
and sonic explosions and applied cursed energy.
Interesting.
Within a
Mach 284.4. Even though that's a massive lowball, actually. Seeing how we have plenty of things suggesting that characters on this level are actually comparable, if not faster in light. Like, bare minimum, though, they are comparable. Thanks to Kashimo. Thank you, Kashimo.
Microsecond.
Gojo has been repeatedly stated by many to be the strongest sorcerer there is.
That includes his ex-student Hikari, who can dodge lightning, or this...
Up.
This little volcano-headed curse, Jogo, the embodiment of humanity's fear of fire, who can bring down city
Jogo's maximum meteor is a construct generated by curse technique rather than meteor pulled from outer space. Its destructive yield is based on its ability to render Shibuya to ash and dust. Nice.
shattering meteors, and Gojo kicked his ass with zero effort.
But
what
strength
about the
alone
planetary
was
meta?
not enough to fix his
Because the
cursed
planetary meta
world.
is extremely
When Geto
solid.
rejected Jujutsu Society to forge his own justice, Gojo's philosophy changed. Instead of doing everything himself, he would teach a new generation of sorcerers to carry the torch when he could not.
It's all about setting an example. If it means a
True.
world where his companions can stand shoulder to shoulder as equals, who cares if he's gotta show off a bit?
Hold up. What about the planetary meta? I better hear that in your conclusions, because the planetary meta is like Kenjaku quite literally stated that the planet was going to be blown up. And keep in mind, Kenjaku is the smartest fucking character in Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, literally, he's a genius. He's a genius when it comes to cursed energy. He's a genius when it comes to cursed techniques. He's like, bro's got like a fucking IQ of like, what, 200 or something? Not entirely sure, but it's definitely in that ballpark somewhere. Not to mention, weaker characters like Yuki and Tengen was able to like stop it from destroying the world. Yuki with her raw willpower and Tengen with his fucking barrier, and and Gojo is far stronger than those guys. Like, Kenjaku was literally scared of Gojo. He was like, he had to like hang around Sukuna like he was his long lost alcoholic father for like days, to the point that Sukuna's little glazer was like, get the fuck out of here, like you're being a bum and whatnot. But like, he was actually mooching off of Sukuna, bro. That's just to stay away from Gojo, because he knew Gojo was out for his ass. It's wild. Also, I do like how they mention the electromagnetic waves, but then go to mention Hikari fucking with lightning. That doesn't make sense. But I guess it does prove that even at a low ball, characters like, well, what I'm saying is, like, characters like Hikari can react to lightning, and Gojo is already far faster than him. So lightning, you can get like Mach 300. Possibly, I'm gonna use a bit of like scale in there. You can get Gojo to Mach 500, whatnot. He's definitely like way faster, to the point that he's just straight up blitzing Hikari. Like, bro's not even going to be able to see him. Characters who are stronger than Hikari were already getting blitzed by a 15-finger Sukuna. That's not going well for characters like Hikari, and you're saying that he can react to lightning. That's good.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by HelloFresh.
HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. We're certainly busy over here at the Death Battle Labs, so HelloFresh's quick and easy meals and 15-minute meals are a godsend.
If you want farm fresh...
Wait, why am I watching this? You're not sponsoring me. Motherfucker. Dear God, how long was that ad? Also, assuming it was natural lightning, by the way. We're making a rather large assumption there, because I can't remember if what Kashimo has is quite literally natural lightning. We do know that he had electromagnetic waves, though, to be fair. So let's look at like how I know how fast natural lightning is. In miles per hour. So let me type in. That is around Mach 364. Where is it? Try to find, because I know they mentioned it somewhere.
In a vegetable...
Like 1/6
Again, to turn hierarchy of...
can microsecond.
Yeah, so that so the fact that they mentioned like Hikari was able to apparently fuck with natural lightning, that's already like Mach 364, which is already faster than the calculations they have for Gojo. I just want to mention that because it's quite interesting. There you go. If Hikari was like to dodge lightning or something, he wouldn't necessarily be faster in it. He would at least be comparable, however. So and Hakari is, like I said, far, 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 far slower than Gojo. Like, he would get decimated. Anyways, let's like skip this. Dear God, how long is this ad, bro?
You'll get.
Here we go.
Ah, what a beautiful day. The sun is shining, the birds are singing.
And a giant AK-47
Oh
carpet
my
bombs the neighborhood.
God.
The sky rains blood. Millions are dead. Dear God, whiz, it's the end times. Run away.
You
Calm
are
down, there's
dirty
no
for
reason
this.
to panic. It's just that in the world of Chainsaw Man, devils exist, and your fear makes them stronger.
Yeah.
Never mind. Panic.
Remember that spider you shrieked at, or the last time you cut yourself
Oh,
dicing
no.
onions? Now the spider and knife devils are the monstrous products of your nightmares, and
Dear-
they hate you
oh.
specifically.
The fearsome gun devil stood as the epitome of terror and destruction, and was responsible for a countless loss of lives. But a group was formed to combat it and the other devils that
Man, this
plagued
group
humanity,
didn't do
the
shit.
Devil Hunters.
Live in Japan and get
This
yourself
group did
a
not do
pesky
shit,
zombie
bro.
problem?
Half of them
It's
didn't even
time
make
to
it
call
halfway
the
through the
4th Division
series.
of the Public Safety Devil Extermination.
Actually, goddamn, oh, almost all of them, the motherfuckers in this picture did it.
A government-funded devil hunter unit led by a stone-cold vixen, Makima.
She's dressed like Columbo with a
Ooh, it's orange. Also, I'm gonna be completely honest, bro. I would not. There's only one job off the top of my head in anime that is worse than being a fucking devil hunter, and that's like being a fucking scout in Attack on Titan, like going to the front lines of like Levi and Aaron and all those motherfuckers. You ever seen that one episode? It was like really early in that one guy. There's like Titans everywhere outside, and he's just like calmly cleaning the fucking gun, humming, whistling, yada yada. He's like overly calm, and everybody's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then he just like unalives himself in front of everybody. That like, then there was the one motherfucker. I saw a picture. I'm not finished with Attack on Titan yet, but I saw a fucking picture of someone literally being put between a Titan's teeth. Like, and the Titan was just like playing with him. There ain't no way in hell I am going out to the front lines with that shit. That is the only thing I can think of that is worse than the fucking devil hunters, bro. Like, oh no.
A blank stare at a sadistic streak. She's been in the game for a while and just found herself a new prize.
The union of man and pet devil dog, Denji, the
Doggy,
Chainsaw
dog,
Man.
dog,
On
dog.
meeting him, she gave him a choice: live under her as a human dog, or die by her hand as a devil.
Sounds sketch, but Denji's brain was set to teenage boy and Makima's hot. So it
Yep. I will say also all some of devil hunters are kind of like that. They're all kind of psychotic
short order, Makima
in their
got a
own special way, especially Nenji.
new pet.
Makima may seem terrifying at first, but she is a dog lover and a cinephile. Though you'd be ill-advised to mess with her.
Sure, for her position, you'd expect
And, you'd be ill-advised to even associate with this bitch. What the hell are you talking about?
her to know how to defend herself. Martial arts here, swordplay there, but devil hunters like Makima become real threats when they make contracts with devils. A classic Faustian bargain. Give something of yourself.
She
The
quite
devil
literally
gives you
forces
power.
people to
She
do
can
it
call
too.
death upon anyone
Oh!
she chooses through a complicated ritual, and even survive being shot through the head.
Because, as they say in the devil
Well,
hunter world, you
she
need your
needed to be
screws
healed,
loose to
to be
live.
fair.
But she might have more than a few screws loose because, in actuality, Makima is a devil herself.
I'm pretty sure she literally used the contract she had with the Prime Minister to heal from that.
Gasp! There's no way this clearly evil character could be a villain in disguise.
The Japanese government has been keeping a close eye on Makima.
Age unknown, height 5'8". Ha! I'm taller than the bitch. I can win. Control devil, yada yada. Like Chainsaw Man. She literally wants Chainsaw Man to eat her. Like, she's like, why the fuck would you eat me? And then, like, the dogs, the cinema, this likes disobedience, bad movies, buffets. Oh, wow. Like, it's true. It's true. Denji went whole Shanghai on her ass, bro. Like, chopped her up. Ate her. Like, in the fact that, and apparently because it wasn't considered an attack, it was considered an act of love, He fucking digested the bitch. Like, and she wasn't erased conceptually like other devils are. So it's like, so I doubt Denji has that ability like the hero of hell does. But we do know that she dies and comes back as a little child. Speaking of which, I'm gonna scratch my ear real quick. Let me. But yeah, speaking of which, that child is actually pretty creepy in its own right.
Ever since she was born. Rightfully so. She isn't some F-tier scrub like the Bat or Leech Devils. She's the Control Devil, embodying humanity's collective fear of the oppressor. In a way, she's even more terrifying than the Gun Devil.
Makima can exert absolute mental control over any creature she views as inferior to her.
Yeah, but she actually has had to like prove it, and like not only does she have to prove it to herself, like she couldn't just like straight up snap her fingers and like grab the hero of hell. She has to like prove her superiority to not only herself. That's like what it means by belief. She needs to actually believe it. She can't just like say, "You're my fucking dog," and just like chain you up.
Everyone, people, animals, even other devils become puppets under her command. She can even hijack their senses to listen and see whatever she wants.
As a devil, Makima's far stronger, faster, and more durable than the average person.
Plus, her metabolism lets her slam down as many beers.
Telekinesis, bang, yada yada. Control, manifests his power in the form of chains. Devil physiology, damage transference, death ritual. She can't use that in battle. I'd love to see her try. That, like, imagine just saying that she wins using that. Like, what the fuck are people gonna do? Just like stand there and let her do a fucking ritual that like is so detailed. She had people grab prisoners from like out of prison, so forced them to like say their name and just had them disappear. You think that like people would notice something is going on when you like have a bunch of people blindfolded, like on their fucking knees, like that? Nah, there ain't no way she's gonna pull that off in the middle of a fight, no less. Superhuman senses, halo, portal creation. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure that works for Gojo too, because like he can't just like seal things away in a fight. I think there's like an entire process for it. I can't remember that. No.
She wants to. So, Makima, if you're into divorced alcoholic rednecks, you know who to call.
By drinking blood, she can heal her injuries, and her sense of smell is so potent that it can spot targets from over 300 miles away.
Not only can she control your mind, but your body too with telekinesis. She can mess up your internal organs or blow you away with finger guns.
I would love to see her mess with Gojo's internal organs. Not only can characters reinforce their organs with cursed energy, but he's literally capable of replenishing his entire body. That's crazy.
She doesn't shoot you with invisible bullets. She points at you and then a wound just happens out of nowhere.
Wait, what?
She controls.
Hold on. Where's your evidence?
Bullets. She points at you and then a wound just.
Yeah, no. First of all, that's like suggesting it's like something like Kamali. Also, notice how they showed a lot of evidence for like Gojo, but I'm kind of seeing less evidence like being shown for Makima here. This scene here where she says she wasn't hit, she basically was lying because she healed using the contract she had with the Prime Minister after people pretty much snuck up on her ass and blew her brains out along with her partner beside her. And she when they asked like what happened and why wasn't she injured, or like what happened in the train, if there was any survivors, yada yada, she lied and said, "Oh, I'm good, I wasn't hit." Sorry, I scratched my ear, but yeah, there's nothing actually suggesting that her bang could like bypass these like Gojo's infinity at all. I'm just gonna say right now, like Kamui and stuff like that could like literally fuck with space-time. There's nothing suggesting at all that Bang fucks with space-time. So, and they're not actually showing any evidence, mostly because there isn't any evidence that Bang could bypass such a thing. So, this is like sheer headcanon in my opinion.
happens out of nowhere. She controls.
So I'm tacking points off for that, Death Bell. You lost points for not mentioning the. I'm going to give you a chance actually on the planetary meta for Gojo. You might it might depend on your. A lot of the stuff for Gojo depends on her conclusion, but for Makima so far, I'm tacking points off for that.
All sorts of things with these ghostly.
And while it's not stated, these chains appear to be intangible. Very true.
Chains that stab her victims.
That's fair.
Once they're hooked, they're easier to control.
Makima has plenty of devils in her collection.
Wait,
There's the
appear to
massive
be.
Fox
I don't know
devil,
what they
the
mean by that, because unless we like actually see it capable of being intangible, it wouldn't really make sense to just assume it is.
future devil for precognition, and a ton of devils that exist just to stab you.
But I'm definitely all about the blow shit up devil, the undead party devil, the flamethrower devil, and the unholy matrimony that's the angel devil, which will make you see
Fucking angel
God
devil.
before you die.
After about the 20th time, seeing God gets kind of old. Anyway, like other devils, Makima can form contracts with people to give them power.
But unlike other devils, her control powers allow her to force people into contracts that exclusively benefit her.
Like when she forced Japan's
That's
prime
true.
minister into a contract that states, and I quote, any attack made on her will be changed into appropriate illnesses or accidents among Japanese citizens.
Yep.
What?
The verbiage of Makima's contract is worded specifically so that she quickly heals from any damage that is perceived to be an attack, transferring said damage to some poor random citizen of Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Imagine
Poor
like
bastard.
taking a shit and Makima gets hit and whoops, guess you're wiping at the pearly gates.
With these abilities and contracts, Makima set out to create the world that she wanted. No more pain, no more war, no more bad movies. The world would be perfect, but she needed the chainsaw
It
devil
definitely
to
would not
do
be
so,
perfect
who
in
just so
any-
happened to be
any
living as
sense.
Denji's heart.
Yep, that cute doggo is actually the
Doggy,
chainsaw
dog,
devil.
dog, dog.
Oh, talk about shitty luck,
Dog,
kid.
dog.
In the depths of hell, Makima watched in awe as the chainsaw devil literally ate devils and eradicated plagues from existence.
Yep, it was
Because-
basically like conceptual erasure. It was basically conceptual existence erasure. You see, normal existence erasure is where you like delete them from existence, but you're not like erasing. People will still remember them and whatnot. You don't like erase them completely, but conceptually, you erase the memory, you erase their soul, you erase pretty much fucking everything. You erase the very concept of them. Like, that shit's gone for good. Example, like Hakai. Hakai is an example of existence erasure, where like people disappeared like from everything temporally and whatnot. Like their soul was gone too. However, everybody can technically still remember them. So Hakai is a version of existence erasure, but not technically conceptual like Denji. So that makes sense. One version of, I guess it was kind of like existence erasure, but it was pretty weird because it wasn't on another person, it was on the user. But Gray from Fairy Tail was like gonna freeze Zareth, and he would have been conceptually erased for good after freezing his ass, so that's something to mention.
Because of the chainsaw devil. In this world, concepts like nuclear bombs, HIV, and even Nazis do not exist.
He literally ate the concept of Nazis out of existence.
However, as Makima didn't see Denji or the chainsaw devil as beneath her, she could not directly control him. She needed to manipulate him, so she decided to build Denji up and then tear him down as cruelly as possible.
First, she murdered Denji's found family one by one.
Then she made Chainsaw Man into a
No. She made Denji kill his own homies, bro. She fucked Riza up on her own, but for Denji, she didn't just kill. She did kill Power, but she didn't just kill Aki. She literally pitted him against Denji and made Denji kill him with his fucking bare hands. Like, that was crazy. And to make it even worse is, technically speaking, she told Denji exactly what the fuck she was going to do, blew Power up and says, "It's your fault. You made me do that." Like, she was such a bitch to Denji, bro. It was
hero,
bad.
stripping him of the power devils receive by being feared.
Oh, so
Yep.
she could control her precious chainsaw devil and make him press backspace
Or
on anything she
or
didn't
be
like.
eaten
Her
by him.
telekinetic
She was
bangs
cool
shot
with
the
it.
Chainsaw Devil out of orbit, and they stalemated the Darkness Devil, which embodies humanity's greatest fears.
Makima's stronger than devils like the Bomb Devil, who can easily blow a building.
Manipulated most of the world nations into submission, banged the hero of hell out of orbit, took control of most of Japan's devil scenes and hybrids, regenerated from bisection and multiple severed limbs, stalemated the Darkness Devil. I would say Darkness Devil had the advantage, and I think that was pretty clear, actually. Defeated Rize, Kwanzi, Gun Devil Fragment, Kushida's Chainsaw Devil form, the hero of hell, you mean, but yeah.
Or the Typhoon Devil, which made city-spanning storms.
And while fighting the Gun Devil Fragment, this large behemoth moved over 300 miles in a few seconds.
She was pretty much unbeatable, though ultimate power can make it pretty lonely at the top.
Makima's quest may have been to make the world a better place through domination, but the truth she was never willing to admit to herself was that she really wanted to understand human emotion. After all, you can't control someone and love them at the same time.
Too
What a
bad she
bum.
never quite found the answer she was looking for when the Chainsaw Man defeated her once and for all by cutting her to pieces, cooking her into a 7-course feast,
Yep.
and fucking ate her?
Believe it or
Yep.
not, the love Makima tried to understand was her undoing.
Oh, also something that I just want to mention is that technically, now that I think about it, because when he uses domain expansion, I wonder, would that be considered an attack? Because it's basically just giving information, isn't it? Yeah. Huh. Not that it matters, because like Curse Energy and a General is spiritual based attacks, so she's getting fucked either way, because there's nothing suggesting that she could like heal from a spiritual based attack at all. As we need actual evidence for that. Otherwise, if you say she can, it is essentially what we call a no limits fallacy.
Despite the hell she put him through, Denji still loved Makima in his own way. So the act of devouring her was its own act of
Fucking
love and did not count as
crazy,
an attack,
bro.
bypassing
That's
her immortality.
crazy, bro.
Completely batshit insane. That's
Yep,
Chainsaw
yep,
Man for you.
exactly.
Who knows, Wiz? Eventually, the Control Devil will come back, though it won't be Makima.
While her path back to hell was
It did
paved
come
with
back.
good intentions, in the world of devils, it's no surprise that Makima came so close to her ideal future.
Hopefully the animation's good.
That's right. Brain your friend with better help. That's
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, a couple of rules for a unique fight like this one.
We'll be considering curses and devils to be comparable beings
Oh,
to avoid
nice.
arbitrary terminology in their power systems that might make this fight incompatible. We will also consider Gojo and Makima citizens of the same Japan to balance it out.
It's time
Okay.
for a death battle!
Oh, she's showing in the movies. Nice. Oh, nah, bro. Slap him. Someone punch him.
Love this part. Could have been some flicks right about now.
Hold up.
Been some flicks right about now.
Is that fucking Darth Vader back there? I see Darth Vader. I can't. That guy's wearing armor. I see guts. That's about all I can make out. I can definitely tell Darth Vader and guts back there, though.
But been some
Wait,
flicks
sword
right about
users. Maybe it's like sword users. Maybe that's Dante or Virgil. I don't know.
But
Don't
gotta
kill
you
yourself,
instead.
man.
Can't just let a curse do as
Like,
they please.
don't choke on that popcorn, bro.
No talking during the movie.
That's my reaction as well, bro. Shut the fuck up already.
Huh?
And fucking zombie shit.
Curse technique lapse. Loose. Womp womp.
Womp womp. Oh! And he was on the toilet too. Just like, yeah, I should have seen that.
I could have died, but that much won't matter to you soon.
Don't worry. I'm Satoru Gojo, the strongest.
Confident, strong, and idiotic. We'll be sure to write it on your tombstone.
Gojo's actually really underrated in intelligence.
Calm.
Damn it, try to eat his ass, bro.
I hope we don't kill you too quickly.
You ain't killing him at all.
That should
Trust
be
me.
good, since you're so weak.
Yes, sir.
Bang.
Yep, I fucking knew it. Yeah, this wouldn't happen in an actual fight, but
Bang.
they had to give her some kind of chance, I guess. Even if it's disingenuous, I guess.
Be a
It's
good
whatever.
boy and play dead.
Should I bark too? I'm getting really tired of your pets. Domain expansion.
Oh, yep.
Unlimited void.
She's dead. Ain't no way.
Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one.
And there's all purple. Bye, Felicia. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Felicia.
KO! So do you think that place is offering discounted tickets or too soon? Now,
That's a bit too soon,
Gojo
bud.
and Makima were complicated to compare. On the surface level, Gojo had a lot going for him.
It's no surprise, given that his reputation in Jujutsu Kaisen is that of its pinnacle. At least,
Yeah, not
First
anymore.
of all, it's unlikely Makima
Use control, Makima. Yep, she needs to prove it.
would see
Prove
Gojo
it.
as inferior to her, in a similar way to how she saw Denji. So she wouldn't be able to immediately control Gojo.
Gojo's birth caused a giant shift in the world of curses. Plenty of people have recognized that after only seeing him once. Being
Yerp.
better than everyone is
Gojo
literally
broke out
Gojo's
of Hanami's flower field, a mind hex technique that drains foes' will to fight. He could probably do the same. He could do the same against control as power and the angel devil have done before. While I do think he can, I think Hanami's flower field mind control was an iffy example, but fair enough, I guess.
thing.
Plus, Gojo automatically refreshes his brain with positive cursed energy 24/7. Even if Makima could control him, it wouldn't last very long.
Gojo
Yep.
was obviously stronger too. The best feat we can compare Makima to is the Typhoon Devil's storms. But that's nothing compared to the meteor created by Jogo, who is leagues below Gojo in strength.
However, considering she reacted to the Gun Devil fragment, Makima would actually be a bit faster.
Ain't
Though
no fucking way. You mentioned Hakari reacting to lightning, and Hakari's way slower. First of all, also, you got the calculation for the Gun Devil wrong, too. That's just like Mach 500. So how you gonna lowball both of their speeds? Especially when the shit for Makima, like in the Gun Devil, was just laid straight out flat in front of us. That is wild. You even went as far as to mention Kashimo and his electromagnetic waves. So no, Gojo is blitzing it. So, like, come on now. I ain't gonna say something that didn't back out of it. Unless you like made this right before, I can't remember if they did or not, like before chapter with Kashimo. But I don't care. Come on now.
she would need to be able to get past Limitless for her.
Even then, like you use the translation for imaginary mass. If you literally looked into that, you would realize that if you use that argument, you can get Hollow Purple itself to faster than light speeds. Like what? And Sukuna literally reacted to it. It was definitely a threat, don't get me wrong, but Sukuna reacted to it.
speed to matter.
Makima had more devils than you.
Sorcerer's body acts as a domain, preventing foreign objects from being created inside of them. This counters the mold devil's ability to form mold within other bodies. That and like I said, with curse energy, he can enhance his organs and can also replenish his body, stuff like that.
You can shake a fin at, but most were rendered moot against Limitless. Knives, fire, bombs, zombies, it's all stuff Gojo's dealt with before, and with zero issues.
And Gojo could easily wipe out her demonic crowd with red and blue whenever he wanted to.
The future devil could clue her in on anything nasty coming her way, but that wouldn't last forever. Plus, with Gojo's 6 eyes and teleportation, she had zero opportunities to break away and set up her instant kill moves.
But
even if like she has something like that's a big thing with the One Piece fans as well. Everybody assumes if you have future sight, you could just dodge whatever, yada yada yada, and it's like the most stupid argument ever. Like if you're obviously way faster than somebody, or like if you're like way stronger than somebody, then that future sight ain't meaning shit, bruh. And it counts in this case too, seeing how Gojo would Blitzer.
Gojo would obviously lose if he couldn't permanently kill Makima. Six Eyes couldn't inform him of Makima's contract with the Prime Minister, and eventually one of Gojo's attacks could cause his death instead, even if it took a while.
And Makima did have a way past Limitless with her finger
No,
guns.
she didn't.
Makima could land attacks directly on Gojo's body,
No,
meaning
no,
there's no projectile for Limitless
that's
to
not the way
detect
it
and
works.
infinitely slow down.
Though when they did
And
land,
even
Gojo's
you
healing
got
ensured
like
that he
actually
repaired
show
his body
proof for
quickly.
your
On the
claims.
flip side, Makima didn't have a counter to Gojo's domain expansion. Unlimited Void overloads its target with unlimited information. It's not really an attack.
You could call it an attack on the senses, but even if she could transfer it to other Japanese citizens, she still could not escape an infinite amount of information.
We can compare
Yeah.
this to the Doll Devil, who was defeated by a technique similar to
And it's
Unlimited
technically
Void.
not
Despite
an
being able to
attack.
transfer her mind across a large number of hosts, the Doll Devil was still trying to transfer infinite information across finite people. Even with all of Japan as mental meat shields, Makima would still be overwhelmed.
Wait, doesn't that mean Gojo just unintentionally killed basically everyone in Japan?
Don't think about it.
Nope.
Regardless, Gojo is immune to his own unlimited
Because
void,
it's not
so
an
he
attack.
was still unaffected.
Good for him. The moment Unlimited Void landed, Makima would be stuck, opening her up for a good old hollow purple.
Her contract
Hold on,
isn't
what? Hold up,
perfect.
what? Hollow Purple's conversions and diversions crushes and atomizes matter. It does not remove them from existence, evident by Toji's revival in Shibuya where he still existed. First of all, he did not destroy the entirety of Toji. Like, you could visibly see that. Geniuses. Also, Toji was using another dude's body. Like, what? The entirety of his soul wasn't completely destroyed. And and when he came back down, like he came back down in another motherfucker's body. So him having an entire body because he hijacked somebody's body doesn't actually necessarily disprove this. I'm not saying like the existence erasure is entirely true anymore because of the mistranslation, yada yada, but like it's still like an attack on a spiritual level, and using their own logic, that this is just stupid.
Makima only ever regenerated as long as there was some mass to come back from.
But Hollow Purple disintegrates anything it touches to zero. Literally, there's no way she was regenerating from that.
Sure, control as a concept will always exist,
Very
but
true.
a reincarnation of the Control Devil isn't Makima. This was one of the craziest fights we've ever had. However,
really.
with Gojo's raw power,
You guys
broken
always
counters,
say
and
that, too.
unbelievably busted Limitless,
Sus.
Makima lost control over this fight.
Makima thought she had Gojo by the ball and chain, but in the end, she was left hollow.
The winner is Satoru Gojo. Thanks for watching.
Well, that's pretty much it. Scooby-Doo vs. Courage was next. Scooby-Doo is my favorite cartoon character of all time. Anyways, guys, the day after you see this, just know that you're getting the other death battle that came out, the Frieza versus Megatron. I'm actually quite excited for that one because I don't know who wins.